I never imagined the day my own son would humiliate me in front of everyone. That afternoon, I walked into the restaurant, clutching my purse, trying to seem calm. My knees were trembling, not from age, but from dread. My son was at a table with his colleagues, laughing, confident, polished. And then his voice cut through the room, sharp as a knife. "Mom, I told you already," he said. "This isn't the place for you. You're embarrassing me." The word landed like a punch. I felt heat rush to my face. People glanced over, some pretending not to listen. "I just wanted to see you," I whispered. He rolled his eyes, rubbing his forehead as if I were a nuisance. "Yeah, well, this is a business lunch. Nobody here needs to hear about your aches or whatever." I hadn't mentioned anything, I just sat there shrinking. Then I felt a small tug on my sleeve. "Grandma?" I looked down and saw Lily, my 7-year-old granddaughter, standing there with wide brown eyes. She tilted her head, frowning. "Why are you leaving?" "I forgot something," I said softly, trying to smile. Her tiny face scrunched up. "Forgot what?" I swallowed hard. "That your dad is busy." She looked right at him, her voice clear. "Dad, you said Grandma raised you by herself. Why are you being mean to her?" The room seemed to stop. My son froze, staring at her. "Who taught you to talk like that?" "She did," Lily said simply. "Love means you don't make people feel small." He went pale. For the first time, his confident mask faltered. I whispered, "I need to go," and stood up, feeling every eye in the room on me. Outside, I slid into my car, hands trembling, and just stared at my reflection, older, tired, invisible to my own son. 3 days later, Lily came to stay with me. My son brought her over, phone glued to his ear. "She wanted to stay the weekend," he said flatly. Lily held my hand and whispered, "Grandma, you don't have to go." I smiled weakly, but she wasn't done. She looked at him squarely. "Dad, you didn't say sorry." "Sorry for what?" he muttered. "For hurting Grandma's feelings," she said firmly. He looked at me, expecting me to intervene, but I didn't. "You're allowed to be sad," Lily told me softly. "You're allowed to say it hurt." My son swallowed hard. I didn't mean to humiliate you." "I know," I said. "But you did." Weeks passed. The calls became more frequent. Small gestures, small changes. One evening, we went back to that same restaurant. He pulled out my chair and smiled. "Mom, I'm glad you're here," he said, loud enough for others to hear. Halfway through the meal, Lily leaned across the table. "See, you don't look small at all." And I realized she was right. I had never been small. Sometimes the smallest voice carries the strongest truth.